Algar Productions.
This is the Post-Atomic Horror, the most comprehensive Star Trek podcast ever produced. Your hosts are Ron Algar Watt and Maggie Robotham. Episode 496, Starstruck and Dreamcatcher.
Hi friends, welcome to the Post-Atomic Horror. I'm Al.
I'm Maggie.
And it's week 2 of Prodigy, or Progeny, as I keep thinking it is, because they say the word progeny about 8,000 times.
Well, they are. It is a lot of children running around. So technically,
I guess, but everybody's somebody's progeny.
Well, yes, and also fucking Judge Doom or whatever the fuck his name is like, constantly like, yes, my progeny.
Remember me, Dal?
I killed your parents.
Mm-hmm.
You killed my parents?
Yeah, they're dead. Whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck do I
care?
I have quickly come to terms with the whole Dal of Dal. I have 2 friends named Mark, so it's, you know what? Dal Lacerdo is my friend. I also know this other Dal.
Yep.
It's fine.
Well, you're bad, Dal.
Yeah, exactly.
Dad, you can't call me bad, Dal. That's going to make everyone assume he's good, Dal.
I was just about to say people have been speculating as to whether Good Hank's going to show up in the King of the Hill revival.
That's interesting.
Because if they're jumping ahead, he'd be a teenager or something, probably.
Yeah. It's been like 14 years, so.
Okay. It's been.
No, I'd love to see Bobby and Good Hank.
And GH, yep.
Yeah, Uncle GH.
Mm-hmm. All right.
This child is my nephew.
Why don't I tell you about this other cartoon that I've been watching? We're about to hit a fucking Mike Judge renaissance between King of the Hill coming back in a couple weeks. Oh, yeah. Beavis and Butthead a month after that. But honestly, give Mike Judge an animated Star Trek show. I'm into it.
Oh, my God. I would watch the shit out of that. Yep. I mean, I have to, but still.
Well, yeah, of course. But we're watching this, and it's not so bad. I'm enjoying myself.
It's not, yeah. Why don't you tell us about Starstruck?
I will. Star Search. The action resumes where we left off last time, with Hologram Janeway appearing and introducing herself as Hologram Janeway. And, as I pointed out last week, my natural reaction in this situation would be, who the fuck is Janeway and why is she a hologram? And this is actually what our guys say, only, cleaned up for a Nickelodeon show. Hologram Janeway explains that the Protostar is a Starfleet vessel and assumes that this scrappy band of children must be Starfleet cadets. That basically makes me your mom, she sighs. Thankfully, real-life Janeway's 7 years of experience dealing with Harold Kim was included in my hologrammatic makeup, so I'm extremely qualified to handle this. Realizing they now have a near-infinite resource of information and advice available to assist them in the operation of this highly advanced vessel, self-proclaimed Captain Dal chooses to send the ship to the only spot on the stellar map marked by a giant 3D blinking warning arrow, klaxons, warning about where dragons be, hint, it's here, and a cowardly mouse pointer that runs away when the cursor gets near it. That's definitely where we should be, he says, ignoring all of this and also the repeated warnings of HJ. That's Hologram Janeway, but I think that's the last time I'll be using that abbreviation, actually. Dal gets tired of Kate's constant nagging about the mortal peril involved with inescapable event horizons around collapsing stars or whatever, so he switches her off. And the crew nearly dies. In the ensuing entirely avoidable crisis, they end up jettisoning a whole bunch of material assets that they're almost certainly going to need later. Then they end up switching Holomom, back on, and she saves their sorry asses. Sorry tushies. And they actually listen to her whole spiel about the Federation this time, realizing that they too could put aside their cultural differences and work together toward a common goal. Which is a nice lesson and all, except that cultural differences weren't really the cause of any of this. It was just because of a selfish, reckless captain, which, let's be fair, is exactly what the Federation was founded on in the first place. Meanwhile, the dumb bad guys twirl their dumb mustaches and swear to destroy our dumb heroes. They're just as cartoonishly evil as, say, the Suliban or the Zindi or the Emerald Chain. Only this is an actual children's cartoon, so I think we can cut them a little slack on that front.
Soon I will destroy the Care Bears.
The Protostar. Protostar is a very good thing to make the villain want to destroy.
Yep. Bring me the Protostar.
But the guys like fucking Skeletor, Mumra, fucking like all those guys rolled into one, and then he's got a robot henchman that's sort of Darth Vader-y, and like, oh, for Christ's sake.
We both had the note that he looks like a pinless pinhead.
Yep.
I was surprised because, like, I fucking love Hellraiser. I didn't think you had an opinion.
In a pinhead? Yes.
A pinhead?
Yes.
My pinhead onion.
I don't go there, but a bloomin' pinhead onion?
Delicious.
No, I don't go there, but I'm faintly aware of it from, pop culture and being around nasty freaks like you. And,
well, sure.
Today's programming brought to you by nasty freaks like you.
If PBS had led with that.
Yeah. I noticed a lot of very specific duplicate notes from both of us.
Yeah.
Like, this is just a function of you and I doing this every week for 12 years now. Wait, 12? No, this show has been going for 15 years. No, something like that.
We've been doing this longer than I've been married, and I've been married for a goddamn long time. So
that's true. Yeah, I include Kids Love Batman in there because we were still showing up once a week and reviewing things. So yeah. But just highly specific references, and then I look down and I'm like, shit, Maggie said that exact thing.
Yep. Well.
Yep.
We're not so different, you and I.
Well, there's some fundamental ways that we are, but you're from Canada. I'm from.
That's the big one.
This fucking place.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry about this fucking place. Why am I apologizing? Not my fault.
Yeah. Because you're Canadian. We said that.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah. I know you are, honey. It's okay.
Jeez.
Let's get into your bad thing, which I already touched on, but really, we need to talk more about this.
We touched on this you touched on this last week, and now I'm swinging in to agree with you. The entire plot of this episode is based around our main character being a complete idiot, choosing a random spot on the map, almost dying, ignoring advice, almost dying again, being a piece of shit, and then being a piece of shit when he gets out of the problem. Like, I get that he's a stupid idiot kid who's going through an arc, I hope. Like, if we end the series and he's still like this, I'm going to have notes. But,
Lower Decks was basically that.
But there's a difference between stupidity and willful stupidity. Like, everyone on this crew is kind of dumb, but, like, nobody else is annoyingly stupid.
I don't think Zero's dumb.
No, Zero's got their own thing going on, excuse me.
Yeah, that's true. But, it's just, it's exactly, like, I didn't exaggerate any of that from my summary. He really does pick a flashing red light on the thing, and Janeway says, you don't want to go there because, shut up, I know what I'm doing. No, you don't.
Yeah. You absolutely don't know what you spent your entire life in a cave.
Yeah.
The exact opposite of space.
Yeah, go talk to Plato. He would love to hear what you have to say, but otherwise, nobody smart wants to hear from you other than Plato. No
one in history has ever said, Dal, what do you think we should do?
Well, that's true of both Dals, really.
No, yeah.
But you mentioned at the end, he's just as stupid, when after they get out of the problem. There's a great thing. I still don't really feel like pulling the quote, but there's a great thing where he leans back and does that cocky "you're welcome" thing, and there's a perfect beat, and then Jenkum says, "Nobody thanked you," which was very good. Yep.
Jenkum, on the other hand, great character.
Absolutely, but weirdly, that takes me to my bad thing. Algar loves Jenkum Pog, but Algar wishes Jenkum Pog would stop referring to Jenkum Pog in the third person because Algar finds this irritating.
It's not great.
Like, my main complaint coming into a new show is I have a hard time remembering who everyone is, and so maybe they're doing that for my benefit, but weirdly on this show, I've latched onto everybody pretty quick.
Yeah. This is a nice, like, everyone's got a distinctive look and, like, a pretty short, punchy name. What's the rock guy's name? Oh, Rock Talk, the Talking Rock. Right, okay.
Mm-hmm. The robot-y looking one is Zero. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I kind of missed the fugitive part of Zero.
Yeah.
I really wish it called them that for the rest of the series. And there's Fugitive Zero. Hello.
Mm-hmm. What are you escaping from? Oh, nothing. It's my name.
First name Fugitive, second name Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Meet my friend Hologram Janeway. Hello.
I'm Hologram Janeway.
Here's the thing, by the way, you're never going to shorten it because it's so much fun to say Hologram Janeway, and you naturally go into the Janeway voice to do it.
I did not, like, you see my summary because we're using the same document. I mark things, like I put italics when I need to emphasize things, and I put things in caps when I need to yell them. I did not mark Hologram Janeway in any way.
No.
It's just impossible not to do that.
Hello, I'm Hologram Janeway.
I didn't mean to do that. It just kept coming out, like, you know. And I do this. I do this for a living now. I'm in front of this mic a lot. I learned to trust my instincts. If that's where the text takes me, so be it.
God, I hope someone gives you a Prodigy novel to read.
Oh, that would be great. I mean, any Star Trek shit. I'd read Enterprise shit. I don't care. I just want to get my foot in the door. But yeah, Dal sucks. I genuinely like all of these other characters. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
All of them. And he's just so terrible.
He's so terrible. And just every time he shows up, I'm just like, oh, God, here he comes again.
Yep. I'm not a huge fan of Gwyn yet, but I do think I'll come around on her quicker than I will on Dal.
Sure.
And
the thing with Gwyn is that they haven't really given her much to do yet. Like, she tends to just break out of jail and do a couple of backflips.
Yep. I don't know. Once again, I said this last time, I'm not as familiar with young adult stuff and modern cartoons as I'd like to be able to confidently say, oh, this is this trope or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, the last big sort of adventure thing for kids I watched was probably Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is like 10, 20 years ago now.
I'm sure we're at 20 years now because time marches on and God hates me.
Yeah, well. I mean, the thing is, if God doesn't hate you, you're doing something wrong. If God likes you, you're Ned Flanders. Like, you want God to hate you. That's you're doing good there. That's a vote of confidence.
Gonna go spit in the face of God.
Hey.
As I do every week when I give myself an injection.
Oh, what was it? Some right-wing asshole said that the gay trans agenda is to, like, overthrow God or something like that.
Yeah, I think that was Trump that was like, they're going to attack and overthrow God. And I was like, yeah.
That talking point came from someone else because that sounds too cool to come out of his mouth.
Sure. Ugh.
Yep.
I still love the guy who is like, the transgenders are a bunch of mutants, like in the X-Men comics. I'm like, yeah, bitch.
So this person thinks that he's going to whip up anti-mutant sentiment because that's where those comics land on that issue?
Yeah, when you know who the X-Men is and you're like, I think I'm going to side with the Sentinels, the giant murder robots.
Yeah.
That's
those
where my, I mean, yeah.
Yep.
That's where my loyalties lie. That's what those comics were about, right?
Yeah, I guess so. And really, really bad accents written out phonetically.
Yep. Why don't you why don't we talk more about this episode of Star Trek, mon chéri?
I guess so. All right. No, I enjoyed this. I really did. I'm liking this show. Like,
it's fun.
We were talking about this before we started. It's not great, and when we're done, I probably won't think about it much anymore. But
sure. A
lot of the complaints I've had through Picard, Discovery, and Lower Decks about it not really feeling like the future and not feeling like Star Trek in the way that I like, where it's like kind of a fantasy setting almost. Like they're nailing that.
And I mean, part of it is I really like having a completely alien cast.
Yep.
Like
Janeway's the only human.
Janeway's not, and even she's not human. She's fucking a hologram.
Well, she's a simulation of a human. You're right.
Yeah.
But still, she's the only person we have.
Yeah, but that means even if we get a fucking holodeck episode where it's like, okay, we're in the plot of an old 1930s movie or whatever, you're gonna have a bunch of characters who are like, what the fuck is this? Why is everything in black and white? What the fuck is that guy's problem?
Yeah, as she's describing the Federation, they're all like, the what-eration? And there's a bit where they're like, we want food. It's a pretty great scene where Okay, we have replicators. Well, I don't have any money. Well, we don't need money. Just tell the replicator what you want. And it's like, they're just like, what? Really?
Yeah, seriously?
Because we have this technology, money wouldn't make sense in this context.
Jacob Pog thinks that makes literally no sense, but he's going to do it anyway.
Gonna order some slop.
Mm-hmm.
And
give me your sloppiest crap, please.
That fits what we know of the tolerance, honestly. That actually takes me to my good thing. It's Jenkum Pog and Rock Talk, like in the mess hall, ordering food, and Rock Talk is presented with this scenario. You can order any food you want, and it doesn't cost anything. Just tell it what you want. And she's never had food other than fucking gruel in a prison camp. And she just orders that because she doesn't know what else to order. And it's such a good sort of, like a gut punch. Like, this show can actually hit you in the emotions if it wants to. It's a dumb kids show, but it occasionally knows how to like make you feel things. And like, that's so sad.
No, I mean, that tells you everything you need to know about Rock Talk without like, having her go, and I've also been in prison my entire life.
They've done a good job with all that. Like, I have a good handle on these characters. It is a very simple show. It is not complex, but there's still some amount of backstory and exposition required, and they're doling it out pretty smoothly, I would say. Yeah.
They do a great job in this episode of explaining what the Federation is to kids who may not have heard of it before, you know?
Yeah, and I'm imagining the target audience for this show being kids who grew up listening to their parents talk about Star Trek, trying to watch it, not getting into it, and then finding one, this is my Star Trek. Okay.
Yeah, this is the one for me. This has got the weird kids and stuff.
Yeah, it's like a gateway drug.
Yeah, which is fine. Media needs that kind of thing, you know?
I think so. I mean, it's a little calculated. It's a little like...
Sure.
You know, cynical in that we need to reach this demographic so we can sell more toys. And again, if there's not a Murph toy in the fucking Paramount store, I'll be stunned.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, the intro for Trek has always felt like it's been, well, my parents watch it and I watched it with them, you know? And then it just, you know, that's how most of the people I know got into Trek.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't, but yeah. Like, I was definitely the first generation of people who would have done that. It's just my parents weren't that cool.
Sure. Well, the other thing is that, like, back in the day, TNG was on all the time, so you could just, like, you know.
Yeah.
Remember when you just turned the TV on and watched whatever was there?
Yeah, but I was, like, going into high school when that started. So, like, I wasn't exactly a kid, you know what I mean?
Sure.
My first real Star Trek that like, clicked with me was Star Trek 4. Like, Voyage Home was in theaters, and I was like, oh, is this Star Trek? This is fun. Mm-hmm. Which kind of is how this works. Like, a kid seeing this would be like, oh, is this Star Trek? This is fun.
It was great, except for the one stupid guy.
Yeah. I mean, again, I don't want to oversell it. I don't want to say this is the greatest, this is my favorite Star Trek now. Like, no, it's still...
That's fun.
Really, like, all the edges are sanded off. But you know what? I'm real tired of everyone in Star Trek saying fuck all the time. I'm real tired of them saying, hey, remember Khan? Like, everything they reference is naturally within the universe. Like, I don't mind Janeway showing up because she's a character. She's not saying, hey, remember Unimatrix Zero? And Zero's like, excuse me?
Are you talking to me? I see the issue. It's pronounced fugitive. Fugitives. Say it with me. Say fugitive. I know who you are.
I enjoy the dynamic between stupid Dal and Zero being able to read Dal's mind and saying, oh no, you're lying. You're always lying.
Yeah.
It's just a lie. It's another stupid lie.
You're lying again, and it's really obvious. And you stole the big bedroom because you're an asshole. Wait, what kind of British am I? Am I asshole British?
Hologram Janeway.
I want you to tell me how Medusian I am because I need to know how Medusian I am.
Well, I can't look directly at you. Even as a hologram, it will blow my mind.
Holy crap, that is an ugly gas. Whoa, boy. Get back in your box, gas.
It's more of a ball, really.
Get back in your ball, gas.
Move, ball.
Jacob Pog, like, what's going on in here? You guys talking about gas? Fart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll get to that next episode.
Well, yeah. No, it's fun. It's fun. I'm having fun.
Yeah, me too. What else?
What else? Did we hit the other? We did our good things yet?
I mean, I did. Did you? Oh no, you haven't done yours yet. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So once again, I'm gonna hit this one more time because, like, I feel like it's probably gonna be the rest of the season, or the series, and I want to get it down. If you want to watch a Star Trek spaceship do Star Trek spaceship stuff, like, you have come to the right place.
Yep.
Watching the protostar fly around a dying star is so fucking gorgeous. We get into this again in the next episode when they go to the forest planet. Like, I just want to watch footage of this spaceship flying around while I get high.
Yeah, this is what we wanted from Lower Decks. Like, it's animated. You could do anything you want. You can make it, like, you're not limited anymore. And you don't have to make it look real because you have a sort of an unreal, like animation. You can stylize it. It doesn't have to fit in with a person. So, like, you could do anything you want. And you're right. It looks fantastic.
It's so cool. And just, like, watching the protostar do, like, like it crashes next episode, and that looks cool, and just, like, flying around, doing some evasive maneuver. It's great. I love it. This is exactly the kind of crap I like just staring at.
Like, we have reviewed something like 900 individual Star Trek things at this point. And how many times have we watched a starship escape a black hole? Like, a bunch, right? Yeah. And it's always pretty cool. And the story reason we got here was stupid, but it still probably looked better than it ever has.
Oh, yeah. It's just those long shots of, like, some gorgeous fucking space thing and then, like, a little protostar flying around in the foreground. Yeah. I love that shit. And
I like the design of the protostar.
Yeah, it's a good-looking ship, too.
It looks a bit Voyager-y, but it's got sort of old-school nacelles. It's a bit pointy, but not, like, stupid, like, extreme pointy. And it's just, it hits that sweet spot of, this is unmistakably, at first glance, a Star Trek ship.
I really like the bridge being basically where the cockpit would be. Like, it's right up front. Like, there's something about that really appeals to me.
I also like that we don't entirely know what it's for yet.
Yeah.
Like, they're touring the ship. And first of all, I love the general concept of these 5 or 6, however many kids having access to this pristine, vast, advanced ship. Like, can you imagine a group of 12-year-old, like, I don't know, like the kids from Stand By Me or something, just like a group of adolescents. Here's the most advanced thing ever. Like, this is more advanced than the Enterprise, than the Discovery, than maybe Voyager even. Like, and just a bunch of idiot kids. I love that.
And they could shut mom off whatever they want.
Yep. She doesn't like it though. But
no.
Yep.
Please don't do that again.
But at one point, Jankum goes into the engineering, and he's like, this has 2 warp cores. What do you need 2 warp cores for? And, like, I had the same question. Like, because he even said the first one can get you to warp 9 point whatever. What do you need another one for? So,
you
like,
don't need...
I don't know what this is. And I think that's, like, they're not hitting you over the head with this as a mystery box, but it is clearly, like, it's obviously a Federation ship there in the Delta Quadrant. Janeway was programmed as the main, like, not like an EMH, but like whatever the emergency. I don't know what her actual function.
I'm the emergency captain here. Turns out you need one if you go in the Delta Quadrant. We learned that the hard way.
Yep. Keep your heads down. This is Borg country. But, like, it's a cool idea, and I don't know what the ship's for yet, and I'm
interested in finding out.
Yeah. It's clearly still, like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's still hard to get to the Delta Quadrant, right? Like, that's why it took him so long to get home.
Well, yeah, it's far away. It's like really, like, you may think it's a long way down the road to the chemist, but
well, the new house is far away from everything, so it's an even longer way down the street to the chemist.
Yeah, when we bought our house, we're not within walking distance of anything. I fucking hate it. Let's see, what else? Anything?
Let me just check my notes here. I discovered this week that I'm back to doing, like, a lot of notes again. I'm like, oh, I just hated Lower Decks. Okay, fair enough.
Well, there's also a fair amount to talk about with a new show. I think you had
That's
a lot
true.
of notes early on in Lower Decks because you're like, oh, that's what this guy's deal is. Oh, look at that. I've never seen this before. So far, my favorite one by far is parentheses fugitive 0.
Yep.
Like they, at one point they have the line, wait, I wrote it down. What a rare and exciting way to meet our doom. It's so clear that what they're basically going for with Dal and Zero is like a Kirk and Spock thing, except what if Kirk completely sucked?
Yep.
Like Zero fits that Spock mold of like endlessly fascinated by science things, also a little sort of a little autistic coded, like not exactly dialed into everyone else's like more readable emotions by other people, and like I get that. But
sorry, what are you guys yelling about? I was distracted by this cool space cloud.
Yes, exactly. And like I like that. It's different enough from Spock that they're not copying it. It's just like a a sort of a Star Trek like template. Like it's like Data, like Odo, and like I like it.
Yeah, you need one of those.
Yeah. Only the person they're primarily put up against, unfortunately, just fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Do I just not like the lead character in Star Treks anymore?
It could be.
I mean, I like Captain Pike, so we know we got that to look forward to.
Yeah. I mean, like current Star Treks.
I'm just saying the ones we've covered so far, like since we came back. Like,
yeah.
I don't really like Michael. I don't really like Mariner and Boimler.
Yeah.
No, I don't like Dal,
Yeah. I guess it's the like whenever those committees get together to make a show and are like, okay, who's our lead character? What are their list of traits? We're just like, I don't like any of those traits.
No. But again, I can't remember the last time we got like they're 3 episodes deep, 4 if you count the first 2-parter as 2 episodes. But even still, we're very early on, and I immediately like all but one character. I can't remember the last time that happened in a Star Trek.
Yeah,
like any of these series, it takes me a minute,
Yeah.
So, all right, want to move on to Dreamcatcher? Terrible title.
Yes, it is. Let me just scroll down.
Starstruck's pretty good though.
Starstruck's pretty good, especially when the episode is about their ship being struck by a star that's collapsing.
Yes, that's what I mean. But also they're overwhelmed by it. They're a little starstruck.
Yes.
And by Janeway, the fucking celebrity.
Oh, because it makes your dreams come true and it's catchy. All right, fine. I get it now.
Yeah, I still don't like it.
Again.
Yep.
It's, for kids.
Yep.
All right,
go.
So, yeah. All right, so the Protostar has been chugging along for a while now. Hologram Janeway is doing her best to teach this collection of knuckle knobs how to steer a spaceship, and everyone's going a little bit stir-crazy, which is understandable. You want to get stuck in a giant spaceship with the most annoying people alive? I already graduated from high school, thank you oh so very much. Hologram Janeway detects an M-class planet, and the Proto-Kids get real excited to go on a field trip. Especially because this planet has such vast fields. It's one of those veritable Edens that Kirk was always going on and on about, except this show actually has the effects budget to show that off. Everyone quickly separates to go do their own thing. Rock Talk finds some fuzzy critters to play with, and I'm shocked to see that these are the only cute fuzzy critters in Star Trek that don't apparently have massive teeth. Well, not actual teeth anyway. More on that in a minute. Zero discovers the Protostar's engine in a hedge maze, which may be the absolute last place in the universe that should be. And Jenkum, God, I'm going to have to keep saying that name right. Good Lord. Finds an abandoned Yoda house full of stew. Yes, it's one of those planets that gives you your greatest fantasy in exchange for getting to eat you. And Jenkum Pog, you need to dream bigger. You just found a free stew last episode. Your stew needs are fulfilled. Get yourself a nice chowder or something. Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, Dal finds what appears to be his parents standing around, staring into the distance, presumably attempting to avoid eye contact with their fail son. Well, Dal knows that they can't really be his parents. We're only 2 to 3 episodes into this show. Then Hologram Janeway appears. Hologram Janeway can't leave the ship, Dal says. You're not Hologram Janeway. You're too smart by half. I assure you he is not. Says not Hologram Janeway. I'm Plant Hologram Janeway. I represent the planet and I'm going to eat you. Planet, Plant, Hologram Janeway, says Dal. That's too many adjectives. And then he runs away. Dal grabs the rest of the kids and head back to the Protostar, but unfortunately Gwen's been escaping the entire time, again, during the class trip, and she's managed to reprogram the ship and send a message to her father, Dark Evil. She's briefly distracted by the planet presenting a version of her father that is nice to her, impossible, and then she escapes while the planet eats the ship, because the Protostar's greatest wish is to be eaten by a planet. The Protostar is super into Vor.
Well, we got a little more information for that mystery, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Also, I gotta say, you got to these episodes before I did, so when I opened the document, I glanced over your notes, and I had to read the bit about your stew needs are fulfilled out loud to Tilo because it's the funniest shit you've written in a while.
He's got so much access to stew, Al.
See, one, you wrote some funny words together, but two, it's true.
It's like, all right, that stew Jenkinpog had earlier was pretty fucking good. But this is the best stew Jenkinpog's ever had.
Okay, buddy.
Well, the planet's like, we haven't even gotten to the temptation part. We just wanted to lure you into a house. Nope, This is good.
No, we just wanted you to be well nourished, so we had a good meal to feed on. This is not part of it.
Do you not want to see the beautiful Tellarite ladies and technology we have laid out for you? Nah, Jenkinpog's good, thank you oh so very much.
Mm-hmm. Also, plant hologram Janeway just, there's trouble in the green. Yeah, this was very like.
Why don't one of you eat my tuber?
Listen, I like you a lot, lady, but so let's get into your good thing, because this is sort of quintessential Star Trek, I thought.
It is. So the concept of an evil planet that gives you whatever you want in exchange for eating you is not a new idea, but it is a very Star Trek idea. They were doing this back in the original series when a planet gifted Sulu with a gun. Mm-hmm. And I really like that for a kid's show, like kids being introduced to the first time. Like, if you've never seen this kind of thing before, having the planet just like start giving you things is super interesting. Like, why is there an engine in the middle of nowhere? Did we get to Dal's parents already? Like, all of that's super interesting when you're seeing it for the first time. Also, I think that the planet's representation using evil hologram Janeway is really cool. Mm-hmm. She comes off as very sinister. It's great.
Well, and I need to come back to a couple things here, but that ties into my good thing. Seeing and hearing Janeway continues to delight me. Like I've said this many, many, many times. We went into Voyager expecting to hate Kate Mulgrew as Captain Catherine Janeway, and we ended up loving her. She was one of the best things about that show. She's absolutely had the gravitas of a captain. She absolutely, like, immediately I clicked with her personality, and I wanted to see what she was up to. And it's great to see her. It's not her, it's a hologram her, but it's still her. And just specifically, Kate Mulgrew is doing a fantastic job. Hearing her again, seeing a very good character model of what she used to look like. Yep. And like, she's got that mom vibe, but she's also not like the fun killer kind of mom. She's just a little worried about you and a little stern, but also like, why don't you go look at things? That's what we do. There's cool things to look at. Go look at them. And they're like, yeah, we should do that.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, please.
I had the thought this week that's like, oh, hologram Janeway knows exactly what, like, she doesn't think these guys are cadets. She found a bunch of kids, like.
It could be. Could be.
That's sort of the vibe I'm getting. It's like, no, I know there's not going to be an episode where she's like, you guys aren't actually Starfleet cadets. There's going to be an episode that's like, I know you guys aren't actually Starfleet cadets. I'm not stupid.
Maybe. I'm not sure about that.
That dipshit would never get into Starfleet Academy.
That you're it's possible. I'm not ruling it out. But I don't think it's true, but it could be. But I think Kate's fucking killing it. Like, oh yeah. Her voice is still pretty much there, and her acting is outstanding. And like, I'm a big believer in like, don't cast a fucking comedian or a sure, cast an actor. Like, yeah,
there's lots of talented voice actors out there who you should be giving these jobs to. But
and look, I think Jason Mantzoukas is doing a great job too. So I take that back already. But also like. I don't know. It's every time one of the original guys would show up on Lower Decks, it would be like, oh, yes, good acting. Mm-hmm. Not just playing the jokes, but acting. And
acting like an actor does.
Yeah. Like actors like, your character can be funny. I'm not saying don't be funny. I'm saying your primary reason for being there is not being funny. It's being a character who can be funny. And I don't know, she's doing a great job. And I'm like, I always, like, I tend to forget this because Voyager was mostly a slog, that she was great. And
she's extremely talented. Like,
seeing her again is like seeing any of our old Star Trek friends again, only we get to hang out with her every week. It's not like Lower Decks episodes we liked where old Star Trek guys showed up. They would come and go. Like, hey, there's Bashir and Garrick, and they're a couple finally. Bye.
Yeah, here's Sulu for 5 seconds. Like, whatever. Yeah,
but we got shit. I already forgot Sulu was in it. Yeah, you're right. My brain was like, oh, Maggie, what are you talking? No shit, he was.
Remember when I moved into Kirk's house?
But
so I could talk to Bradward.
But
Bradward.
We get to hang out with Janeway again, and like, I mean, she's doing a great job. There's a bit, I don't remember which of these episodes it was in. It was probably the previous one, because she's doing, like, she's explaining what they're there for, and she does the speech. She does the Starfleet is there to explore a strange new, and like, I realized she's never got to say this one before. This is always Enterprise guys.
They didn't have that in the.
No, Enterprise guys
Voyager.
get that. Kirk and Picard and Pike get that, but like Cisco and Janeway and Michael, they don't get that one.
They also never had Cisco being like, not seeking out anything. We stay here. Stuff comes to us.
We poke our heads in the Gamma Quadrant all the time, and then blows up in our faces.
Bunch of bees come out of it.
Don't ask me how many bees. I'm bad with numbers. I'm Captain Cisco.
Some amount of bees.
But no, it's just it's that fanboy thing where I'm like fan service thing where I'm like, I'm pleased. I'm like clapping my hands. I'm like, yay, Kate.
That's the thing. I like seeing these characters. I don't like these characters going, and let me tell you about let me try and remember an episode of Voyager.
Threshold.
Caretaker. There you go.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about Threshold.
we went to a hoedown once.
do.
But anyway,
you guys want to go check out what the hell's it called? Fairfield?
Farfignugan.
Fairhaven. There we go. I know I'd find it.
Yep.
No one wants to go to Fairhaven. We're a bunch of aliens, and none of us want to go there.
Yep. Exactly. And again, there's so much Star Trek stuff in here. And like you were saying with the planet being like something like you said, you mentioned the shore leave episode, Sphinx, but also the cage, really. Like,
the cage.
The cage gave Pike exactly what he wanted to make him stay there. And it was a little sinister. Like, it was helping him, but it was also not good. And like, you know, I complain a lot about, I've seen this in Star Trek a million times, but if you can take those basic ideas and recontextualize them enough, I don't mind seeing them again. I don't need to see the Borg again, but taking this basic idea and applying it to these characters makes it a little different, you know?
Yeah. I think part of it is I'm really enjoying just like the adventure of it all.
Yeah.
Like, it just, they just go to a planet and poke around. That's fucking Star Trek, baby. That's like original series ass Star Trek. I love that. Yeah. You know?
Also, we both picked up on the fact that they're in the Hirogen system, and those were the guys who steal your organs. So, like, what are we doing here?
Well, somebody already stole Jenkum Pog's hand, so, like, please don't steal any more of Jenkum Pog's organs.
Found this Talaxian lung in a box? Oh, that's Neelix's. Just leave it. Nobody cares about that guy. Yep.
You sure we shouldn't save these lungs? Someone might need them. Nope.
We've got one of those red. We've got one of those red coolers in the ship. We could just throw it on some ice. No.
No, throw it out. That's garbage, and it belongs in the garbage.
Look, I'm on this ship, and there's no Harry, and there's no Neelix. Let's just keep it that way.
Oh, God, please don't let Neelix come back to this show.
I don't think he does. We definitely get some Voyager guys, and I know one of them's Chuck, but I don't think we get Neelix. I don't know. I only know bits and pieces, and I'm trying not to find out more, so I do know fucking Wesley will show up at some point, though.
Oh, it's so strange. I hear capering.
Mm-hmm.
A fool I've not heard since.
Okay. What's your bad thing?
Dal's just like, this is my favorite character.
Yeah, probably wouldn't it?
Well, you are stupid, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, new Harry, that doesn't surprise me.
I just get back in the womb. I never had a womb.
That was a burn. I just burned you. You don't know it, but I just burned you.
You're devastated.
What was your bad thing?
Boy, do I not like the redesigned Starfleet tools in this one. We get new tricorders and new phasers, and like I do not like either of them. The tricorders are just like, it's kind of a weird hologram pad, but like
I like them. They look like a pad, but they do what a tricorder does. It's kind of like the way smartphones started out as different devices and sort of gradually became one thing. I kind of like that.
I just,
All right. You've always had a strong opinion about this stuff.
Yeah. This is the kind of crap I care about. I do not like the phasers at all. They really feel like they were completely designed to be more toyetic. They've got like a big glowing Star Trek logo on them. It reminds me of when I got my when I was a kid and I got my Proton pack and it had a big Ghostbusters logo on the side, and I was like, yeah, but they don't have the logo's not on this part. It's on the jumpsuit. Like they don't need to advertise their own Proton packs, Mom. And my mom's like, I don't know why this is a problem, but fine.
I don't know. It's like
Maggie, you're just always going to be like this, huh?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Still are. I have never had a strong opinion about the phasers. This has come up many times over the years, and you like what you like. I appreciate that. But I just I don't know. It's a thing they hold in their hand that shoots a beam. Who cares? Doesn't bother me.
I do like fucking 12-year-olds. They're just all running around zapping each other.
Oh, the first thing that happens is Del accidentally stuns Jenkum because, what does this do? Pew, thunk.
And that's why they're on the lowest stun setting to start with.
I just had to look it up to see what toys there are, and there are very few.
That doesn't surprise me.
Like looking on Amazon, which probably has all that there is because they're fucking Amazon. There's Gwyn, there's Jenkum, there's Zero, and there's Dal, and that's it. And they're pretty good looking action figures, actually.
Sure.
But that's it. You don't even get Rock Talk, for instance.
I
actually
that's more plastic than we're willing to spend.
Yeah. I actually might. I could see having this Zero, though. That's a good looking Zero.
Yeah. Good desk. I like having stuff from my desk.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I liked the redesigned tricorders, but I appreciate they definitely changed. Like they fucked with the aesthetic. I could definitely see having an opinion about that.
No, it looks exactly like the full size phaser you could get back when you could get I doubt you will remember this, but there was the big ass Starfleet badge that you could get back when TNG was at its highest.
Yeah,
and it was fucking it was the size of a it was slightly bigger than a TNG comm badge, but it was so fucking thick because it needed to hold 5 batteries.
Yep.
So you'd put it on your shirt. That had to add a little clip. You put it on your shirt, and your shirt would just hang down.
Yeah, it's like that the Voyager episode where you had the imposters.
Yes.
Remember, it was fake Janeway and fake Tuvok, and their comm badges were too big, and their hair was weird, and everything was just a little off.
Yes, we are Star Trek people.
I'm Captain Janeway.
It's spelt with star is spelt with 2 R's. Star Trek.
Well, they bought an L from Will Wheaton and then traded it for another R.
Oh no, my L.
My bad thing. This is really for both episodes, but in particular this one, there's a lot of fart jokes.
Yeah, there sure are.
I don't even mind one occasionally. I rarely find them funny, but not everything is for me. You can do some jokes that are for other people. I don't care about that. But making, leaning into Jenkum Pog's disgustingness, I get it. They're supposed to be pig guys, and that's okay to a point, but
sure.
Also, it fits Jason Mantzoukas, who as far as I could tell, is a very together, like, he takes care of himself, but also very easy to believe him as a disgusting, slimy, gross,
Well, yeah, that's the persona he gives himself, like.
Yeah. It's the wild hair and the crazy demeanor and all that.
Yeah.
But like,
I want
have
people
no
to
doubt.
think I'm a nasty freak. I get it.
I have no doubt if you like met him in person, he would smell faintly of soap. Like, he's not actually disgusting. That's just his character. And I get that with Jenkem, and it's not a bad fit. It's just they're leaning real hard into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For laughs, it's
yeah.
and he fell in some slop. Oh.
I do not think fart jokes are ever funny, honestly. Like, that is just a thing I do not care for.
Every time you say that, you've said this over the years, and every time you say it, I think of the Terrence and Phillip episode of South Park, the first one, where there's the guy from Canada who says, fart jokes are never funny.
Yep.
Is this Maggie from Canada?
Yes, damn it. Now let's look for treasure.
Are you talking about the type of treasure that is a metaphor of something you can never find? No, we're looking for treasure.
Now we're looking for treasure. Ah!
Well, one thing you are on the record of enjoying is dune buggies, and they had a dune buggy.
There is quite a dune buggy in this episode. And again, very toyetic. Like,
as far as I can tell, there isn't one of those. I might be wrong, but
this is sort of, the fact that we're talking about this is sort of making me realize maybe why the show got canceled twice.
It could be.
Is because it's clear it's a Nickelodeon show for children that like they couldn't get toys sold for. Like,
I mean, we had the same like concern about when we were covering Batman shows in our Patreon episodes. We did The Brave and the Bold, and that show had so many original character and vehicle designs in nearly every single episode, and they never sold a fucking toy of anything.
Yeah,
it was baffling. They had a different Batmobile and whatever every time, and just
I will never understand that. If you'd have put a Batmobile in a Walmart, some kid is going to buy that Batmobile. It's the Batmobile.
Yeah, and
kids love the Batmobile.
We've made jokes for ever about those dumb Batman variants that, like, well, we've sold gray and blue Batman 50,000 times and black Batman 50,000 times. What if we made him in an orange suit? I don't know. And
I still love the Joker just like, oh no, it's wintergreen Batman. We're fucked.
If you bite him in the dark, it makes a spark. But like,
well, time for me to step up.
That show gave reasons for those to exist, and they didn't sell them. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like, seriously. Yeah. This is the most toyetic Batman from a Batman TV show that has been in a long time, and you guys just don't want to do it. He has a giant robot.
Yep.
You gave him a sword, for God's sakes. That is the number one. That is the number one thing toy companies ask for. Can you give him like a clear plastic sword? Kids fucking love those things.
I mean, okay, he's a billionaire whose parents got murdered and he fights crime, but sure, we'll give him a sword.
Yeah, give him a lightsaber. We have lots of lightsabers kicking around.
He lives in a city in now times. Like, lightsaber? Okay.
Son, we don't make the rules. Kids love swords.
I guess. We got an exocomp in this episode that got murdered.
Did. We got Murph chasing an exocomp, which Gwyn chops in half. And my note is, no, we just proved those are sentient.
They do reference other Star Trek because it's the universe, but they didn't say, hey, remember that episode? Remember? There just happened to be one in the ship.
Yeah.
Like with the other equipment. It's nice.
It just, we got an exocomp kicking around.
Yep.
My hope is that it's Peanut Hamper and she's just dead now.
I'm not sure about the timeline, but I think this show happens before Lower Decks or concurrent with it. I'm not sure.
I'm iffy. Fucking Lower Decks is a couple of years after.
It's after Nemesis. Like
it's after Nemesis.
But it's not like jumping ahead in real time. Like Picard was 20 years after that because it took place 20 years, it was filmed 20 years after. So like
I know there's a timeline for this, but I can't for the love of God keep it in my head.
There is, and I read it on Memory Alpha, I think last week, and I think it's like the same as Lower Decks.
Okay.
Like I think we're definitely in that same Okay, it's 2383, which is it's around the same time.
Okay. So what you're saying is that Peanut Hamper is actively fucking a bird person while this is happening.
I possibly, or doing one of the other stupid ass things. I don't want to say the name Peanut Hamper ever again, okay?
You know what? That's fair.
I always thought it was dumb, but,
I don't care for Peanut Hamper.
Nope. I like every Star Trek character equally. I don't care for Peanut Hamper. Oh, no, I'm wrong. This is concurrent with Picard.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we're a ways...
And I say this because I'm clicking on the year that season 2 of the show happens. And it was around this time that Sneed was arrested.
You talking about Sneed? Associate of... Oh, God, what was it? Associate of Krill?
Krill and Associate of Sneed, I think you'll find.
There you go.
Yeah.
She's looking for Krill and Associate of Sneed.
Mm-hmm. Sneed, brought to you by nasty freaks like you.
PBS, the pervert broadcasting system.
Gwen uses her magic dreadlocks to escape the brig, which I didn't love. To summon her sword. There's your sword.
Yep. They do a shot of her sword in like a tube, like hidden somewhere. And the very idea that these idiots thought to take her sword away from her is baffling to me.
They're not all stupid is the thing.
No, but they are absent-minded 12-year-olds.
Rock Talk is young and that. And Jankum is presumably a good engineer, but also just his whole deal. But Zero's smart.
Zero's smart, but also also like, oh, sorry, I was distracted by another space cloud.
Yeah, like I say, I hope I'm not being insensitive saying this. I do not mean it that way, but really, to me, very autistic coded. Very like I'm off in my own world doing my own thing. This is what I'm into. Yeah. And if I get that wrong, please tell me. Write in, tell me. But this is my understanding of the way that stuff works. And celebratory. Just this person doesn't care for all the dumb shit you're doing because they're into what they're into. You know what I mean?
No, it just it's not that they're stupid. It just feels like all of them later on someone's going to be like, did anyone remember to take her sword away? And they're all just going to shrug and say, I thought someone else did it.
Mm-hmm.
I was distracted by whatever.
I'm disappointed looking at these toys that there's no toy of Hologram Janeway.
It is annoying.
Yep. Because I really like the cartoon design of her. They nailed it. It's pretty simple, but it also looks exactly like her.
Yeah, it's a good caricature.
Mm-hmm.
Which is that's the high point. If you can capture the character, that's the character. Yeah. That's what they look like.
Yeah, you don't have to be photoreal about it. Yeah.
You don't have to be photoreal about it. Certain Star Trek comics I've been looking at lately.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't know. I don't mind a good fumetti, but those are not.
Those John Byrne fumettis are some of the worst comic books I've ever read.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. I didn't like that Gwyn was escaping and ended up saving the dog, basically, which is Murph.
Yeah. That's her save the dog moment.
I think it's save the... Did I say it wrong? Is it save the cat?
It's save the cat, yeah.
Okay,
but I got what you meant.
Yeah. Just oh, she's bad, but she's not that bad. Gotta save this thing. Also, if you want a Murph toy, apparently you have to buy a Dal figure.
Oh,
who wants that?
No one. That's who.
Yeah. Yep. But I do like the episode.
This is like when they sold the Jeff the Land Shark toy with fucking some Deadpool character I'd never heard of. I'm not paying $20 for this idiot.
No, why don't you sell it with Gwenpool? What the fuck is wrong with people?
I want my Jeff the Land Shark. Fuck.
And having a Gwen with that would be great.
Mm-hmm. I have a Gwen kicking around.
Yeah, I know. Literally, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like that the episode ends on sort of a cliffhanger, like the stupid Vor planet crashes the ship and they're stuck.
Yep.
I like that.
Whoops.
Yep. And that's good because I thought, okay, kids show, they're not going to do a lot of serialization. Yeah. And I don't want them to do the tight serialization that so many shows do and fail. But so far, we've set up the situation. We have a good handle on the characters. Now let's start introducing some ongoing peril. Like,
Yeah.
Good job. So.
Yeah, they're stuck on the planet, and Darth Evil's coming to the visit.
I don't care about that.
No, but it is stakes. Like,
Yeah, it is. You're right. Except
I called my dad.
Jinkum Pog doesn't want steaks. He wants stew.
Remember, Gwyn, no matter what happens, no matter what you do, if you get drunk or whatever, I will come and pick you up.
You did it wrong. Remember my progeny.
Remember my progeny.
There you go. Otherwise, you fucking nailed it. Just doesn't use her name, says progeny every time. It's really
Any time of the day or night, I will not be mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Dad.
All right.
Where's the pins for your head?
Haven't had a chance to get them installed yet. I just got out of the tube.
Yeah, look, you said I said any time, but you did get me right out of the shower. I took him out to take a shower and
No,
haven't put him
like,
back
look,
in yet.
I'm not mad. I'm on my way, but also I was in the shower. Like,
Yeah, don't laugh. My hair's not good.
yeah, I had no time to get ready.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's good that you did this.
You guys gonna have a talking like this contest?
Yeah, I think we might. All right. Anything else?
I think that's it.
My only other
That was
note
fun.
is, yeah, I mean, I see in your notes there was a point where you got bored, and I see that. Like, there's usually that second act slog of like, okay, now they each see their thing, and now they realize it's dangerous. Let's get on with it. But still, I had a better time than I've had in a while.
Yeah.
It's also, I think the show has a stronger voice than the last few have. Like, I don't know, Lower Decks knew what it was too. I guess it was.
It knew what it was, just I didn't like it, It
was trying to be next gen so hard, and this show is not trying to be any of the other Star Trek shows. It's trying to be itself, and it's got, it's got Janeway in it, and it's got a Star Trek ship, and it's got replicators and stuff, but it's got its own feel to the point where people think it's more like Star Wars, but still, it feels like itself, and I like that.
Well, yeah, and the nice thing is that if you have like 5 Star Trek shows on at the time, which I believe it did, it was like 4 or 5 Star Treks at the same time, you can have different stuff and you can explore different stuff in an effort to sort of grab other people who might not be interested in. And
I would love if you had it the way they had it back in the Next Gen days where anyone could pitch a script, and they don't do that anymore. But when they used to take spec scripts.
Yeah, you can tell because we haven't pitched one.
Yeah, that's true. I would consider that if they were still doing that.
Oh, dude, in a minute, like I would love to do that with you.
Just take one of our best Endeavor scripts and retool it. But that's my point. If they were doing that and people and you tried to pitch a Picard episode, and they're like, it doesn't fit Picard. It fits like Prodigy. Like the fact that they have different, there's certain stories you can only tell. Like, it's why those early DS9 episodes that were retooled Next Gen episodes didn't quite land, because it's not written for them. It's written for the other show,
Or those TNG episodes that were early fucking Star Trek Phase 2 episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's so clear Picard's acting wildly out of character because this was supposed to be Kirk or Decker or whoever,
yeah.
But here, it's like, you couldn't do any of those other shows in this show because this is so uniquely itself. And I don't love everything about that, but it's refreshing in a way,
There's something about not having, you've always got the captain, you've always got the doctor, you've always got the first officer,
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have that here. We sort of approach it, but it's completely different than anything else.
Dal's like, I call captain, and we obviously know who the engineer is, and other than that, who knows?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're right. It's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So next week we will be doing Terror Firma and Kobayashi, which, okay, I don't know. Give these kids the Kobayashi Maru. I bet they fuck it up like everyone does.
Now, it's an unbeatable simulation. Jenkum Pog doesn't believe in the no-win situation.
Yes, you do. No, I don't. No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Yes, I do.
Duck season.
Damn it.
Jenkum Pog is so sick of getting shot in the face.
Pronoun trouble.
Excuse Jenkinpog while Jenkinpog goes and washes soot off of Jenkinpog's face.
You're despicable. All right. The website, as ever, postatomichorror.com. If you want to write to us, postatomichorror@gmail. If you want to donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/Algar. Those of you listening to this as we drop them know all about that. Those of you hearing this 13 weeks behind, we might be onto Strange New Worlds already, as far as you know. Maybe give us a buck and join the fun. And that's all for this time.
Yes, see you, folks.
The Post-Atomic Horror Podcast is a co-production of Maggie Robotham and Ron Algar Watt. Copyright 2025. Please don't sue us. We're just doing this for fun.